going on, everybody? B to the motherfucking 3 for the ABS show, episode 14. Is that better? Please tell me if I'm dropping. All right, for all you audio listeners, because we're going through this no matter what now. All right, so for everybody listening on the audio, you all know the problems that we've had with StreamYard. Okay, so we ditched them, fucking gave them the boot. They're out of here. So I went back to Streamlabs, which I've used for, years. Because I used to do a show by myself for fucking years. Loved Streamlabs, okay? We've had some issues with Streamlabs. Now I'm having, issues that I've never had before. And now I pay for the Prime service, too. So I know you don't give a shit. None of y'all care about none of that. And God knows I wish I didn't, because it fucking drives me nuts. Neil says we're good to go, brother. So appreciate that, Neil. Thanks for hanging out. So back to what I was saying a minute ago. I am solo tonight. My co-host is probably the worst communicator on the fucking planet. I feel like I could send smoke signals and he would get them about the same rate that he does a text message. Or maybe he just responds at the same rate as a smoke signal would take. But so if you guys listen to episode 13, that is more of the area that we are going towards. We want to give you guys the feeling that I had going into the firehouse in the morning. I'm going to get to that comment in just a second. In the firehouse in the morning, smelling the cheap-ass fucking Folgers, coffee brewing, hearing the off-duty shift, getting ready to leave. They're excited. I'm excited because I'm coming to work. And I know, right? It's like when you say you get up early and you're excited on your drive to work, people think you're fucking insane. And I would like to think a majority of the fire department is this way. And I hate it for people that dread that drive going to work. I have had it a few times in my life, but a majority of my career, my life, I really liked it. A lot of people in the chat are saying that the settings are fixed. I went in and just did a couple things that I knew to do. I'm glad that it's finally working and I'm not freezing and everything sounds good, looks good, fucking perfect. So what Josh and I wanted to do is we wanted to change the format of the show, not get so much into the weeds. We still do believe in being a fucking man. Man up, be a fucking man, work hard, do shit, challenge yourself to fail, get fucking better at whatever you want to do, set a goal and fucking achieve it. We're going to talk a little bit about setting a goal and achieving it in just a second. But what I wanted to tell you guys is that's the format we're going to have going forward. Not really going to be much topics because in the morning at the coffee table, you didn't know what was going to come out of a motherfucker's mouth. Like they could be talking about a job that they just did. They could be talking about a girlfriend or something that they watched on TV, a movie. We talk a lot about movies and stuff because, firemen, we don't do anything but sit around and watch movies and eat all day. That's not true, actually. And while I'm on that subject, I want to give a real big shout out to Rescue 2, the high angle rescue team. There was a high angle rescue yesterday. You guys actually rescued my wife's cousin. So kudos, guys. She texted me. She knew I was retired, but she knew I'd probably know some of them guys. And she just talked about how professional they were. They talked to them the whole time. They communicated with them. I mean, they were 400 feet stuck in a elevator that was mounted on the side of a building. So not like your conventional elevator, like inside. It was kind of outside of a building. It was pretty nerve-wracking from what I understand. And they did a great job. So great job, guys, at Rescue 2. Just want to give a shout out. And for a good friend of mine on the fire department who had a little bit of a medical mishap today. I'm glad that he's doing better. J-Bone, get better, buddy. Start feeling better, and ain't nothing going to keep you out of the gym, dog. So you just hang in there, rest, and get better, and we're all pulling for you. All right. So that's going to be the format of the show going forward. Not that we're getting away from our message. Our message is to be a man, do man shit. But we do want to entertain you guys, and there was probably nothing more entertaining in the fire service in 20-something years than being at that coffee table in the mornings. Sometimes guys, I mean, I know I did it, especially when I was in Engine 6. The off-going shift was so cool. I'm still good friends with a lot of those guys today. I would sit there before leaving in the morning. You know, I would get off around 8. I get off at 8, but I could be relieved as early as 7 o'clock. I'd hang out. I'd hang out till 9:30, 10 o'clock sometimes, just shooting the shit with these guys and laughing and cutting up, and it was just a really, really good time. So that's the area that the show was going to go, and I hope you guys enjoy it because I know it was a lot more fun for Josh and I. So Josh will be back with me next week, so stay tuned. All right, so talking about challenging yourself and creating a goal, and this is something I would walk in the fire. I've been asked about it everywhere I'm going lately, and that's fine. I mean, I do this. Yes. So Sedlock1 says, speaking of shows and being badass, just started Yellowstone. It's fucking badass. Yes. Yellowstone is badass. I told you. Well, you know, Josh and I, we were talking about cowboys. And he was like, I don't know, like shitting on cowboys. Like, they're stupid. And I'm like, oh my God, cowboys are fucking badass, dude. Watch Yellowstone. Like, not just Clint Eastwood, John Wayne cowboys. Fucking cowboys are badass. Cowboy up, man. There's a fucking saying. You don't get a saying like that after a genre because you're not fucking tough. All right. Yes, Yellowstone is fucking awesome. Can't wait for the new season to start. What was I saying? Oh, starting a goal. So I've been getting asked about this a lot because it was something that I went on a journey of, and I wanted to change my training. I've been primarily a bodybuilder for most of my life. I say most of my life, 20 plus years for sure. And you know, I've kind of trained the same way. Trained for size, not so much strength. Then, you know, when I got in the fire department, that changed a little bit. You know, I wanted to have a little more goal. And I did. Like Josh and I talked about this in our strength and fitness episode. I never felt like in a working fire scenario or even a car extrication, that I needed more cardiovascular training. Okay. So for those of you that aren't aware, firefighting operations are really fucking intense, and then you do nothing. Really fucking intense, and then you do nothing. Okay. So like if you're kicking in a door, you're busting your ass to get this door kicked in this door. For one thing, you don't want the motherfuckers behind you riding you out saying how that door whooped your ass. Okay, so you're fucking giving it all in this door. That thing may be double dead bolted, may have a fucking 2x4 that's 4 inches thick behind it, but you're gonna get that fucking door. Okay, so you need strength. Okay, you need strength. Our tools are not light. The jaws of life, which a lot of you call them, we call them a Hamatro tool. I know other departments call them other things. It ain't fucking light. I love it when we do like shit for kids and they see the jaws of life. I don't even like calling it that because that's what everybody calls it. And then like, I'll be like, oh, here you go. You want to play with it? Go ahead. And I'll put it out there with one arm, straining my balls off because it's so fucking heavy, but I'm trying to make it look like it looks light. And then they go to grab it and they're like, what the hell? You know, and it weighs more than they do. Just to give them an idea of how heavy some of this equipment is. So again, when we were talking about you need strength as a basis of your physical fitness, you need strength as your basis for your physical fitness. And I'm going to tell you why. So again, I ventured into a new type of training. I call it functional fitness because I won't say the other word, but a lot of people do. That's fine. I don't care. You don't define me. You don't define my training. But I did want to become in better shape, my age, for heart reasons, all kinds of different reasons. And I want to be more athletic. And I shoot with some guys now that are really good shots, and we run an obstacle course, and I was getting winded and my accuracy was really suffering towards the end of the obstacle course. And to answer your question, Jason, yes, I can. I can do 100 of them. actually. I'm going to get to the pull-up part of what I'm talking about. So I started to partake in training for the Murph Challenge. And if anybody that doesn't know what the Murph Challenge is, and apparently there are a lot of people, because I was getting hit up on Facebook a lot about what's the Murph. Lieutenant Michael Murphy was in Project Red Wings. He died. If you've ever seen the movie Lone Survivor, he's the guy that basically, if it wasn't for him, Marcus Luttrell would have been dead, the lone survivor. None of them would have had a shot at getting out. Michael Murphy sacrificed everything to make a radio transmission. He knew it was going to be the last radio transmission that he made. He did it anyway because he was the leader, and it's what leaders do. And it's just an incredible sacrifice that he made for his brothers. And it's a memorial workout to honor him. So I was gonna do this. I've always wanted to do it, but I'm 245 pounds, so where I was, I've lost some weight in doing this type of training, and I really wanted to do this, and I wanted to do it well. A lot of people are like, dude, it's just about getting it in. It's just about doing the work. It's just about suffering, and it is about all those things. I'm not saying it's not. It is all about those things. Not for the reasons that I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it and be good at it. I wanted to do it and be not, like have a time that is not a beginner's time, okay? So I started training for this May 12th. Now, I want to give a huge shout out to the Instagram page, Murph Challenge. They had a workout starting, I believe, back in May or maybe even as early as April, workout of the day. And this is all to get you ready for the Murph Challenge on Memorial Day. Okay? So I started following this. I mean, even on the rest days, because I knew I was behind the 8 ball, right? So also the workout. What's the workout? Come on, man, get to the workout. All right. It's a mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, 1 mile run. And you can opt to wear a 20-pound vest or not. I did wear the 20-pound vest. I trained in my vest, my plate carrier, which comes in and around a little over 20 pounds, but that's fine. So I was taking it to the gym every day. I was running, doing these prescribed workouts from the Murph Challenge that really, really, really helped me get ready. So in doing this and being my age, I've never done a kettlebell swing. I've never done a battle rope. I've never done a burpee. I've never haven't ran. Like if someone wasn't fucking chasing me, I wasn't running. And if they were chasing me, I probably wouldn't have ran then. I'd probably shot. So I'm not running. Again, I'm heavy people. You really, really, really shouldn't run a lot. You should ride a bike. You should do something very low impact. It's very hard on your joints, your knees, your back. Okay. So I started running for the first time in a long time. And man, let me tell you what, I know why I don't run. They talk about runner's high. Man, fuck that. It's runners suck for me is what it is. Fucking lactic acid just builds up in my calves. I feel like I can't move my feet. It's fucking awful. Okay? I'm going to switch to this multi-stream chat because I know I'm getting some messages that, hey, man, did you see this? So I want people to know that I'm not trying to see the chat. I am just looking over here, and the Twitch is the biggest one. So back to my running. So my body did really, really well. Okay. I was worried about my body breaking down because I've never done any of this stuff before. Okay. Again, you challenge your fucking self. Okay. So I was really, really hoping that I could hold up. And about 2.5 weeks in, I'm doing a, yes, thank you, Debo. Debo just posted the link in the chat of the Murph Challenge. Lets you, it's a lot of inspirational stories, a lot of videos, a lot of workouts. Go check it out. It's a great page on Instagram. So I'm doing a workout. It's actually called a Fat Angie Sandwich. It's a Special Forces, kind of like a CrossFit workout, but it was actually on the Murph Challenge. They're calling it the Angie now. Okay, because we're all correct, right? We don't want to say Angie's fat. She might be fucking fat. Who knows? Might be ripped Angie. We don't know. So in that you do, there's 100 pull-ups in it. Well, I'm at around 70, and something gives in my lat. Like I'm doing overhand pull-ups. Something gives right in my lat. It's still sore to this day. It goes up into my armpit. It was extremely fucking painful. I thought I tore it, but I didn't. And I actually tried to do another pull-up a few minutes after that. There was no strength in it at all. There's still really not. And I'm getting to that. So I thought I was fucked. All right? Like, fuck, man, I'm not going to be able to do this. And everybody's like, oh, man, you can do a renegade row, or you can do this. You can do a face pull. You can do this. Man, fuck that. I want to do a fucking pull-up. So, and again, I'm training in a vest. I probably should have worked my way into the vest, but I'm a fireman. We're dumb. Okay. You say, hey man, bet you can't get through that cement wall with that fucking spoon. Motherfucker, I'm getting through that cement wall with a fucking spoon. If I got to chew on the wall, I'm going to chew on it, but I'm going to get through it with a spoon. So, I fucked up, but now I don't know what to do. So, I'm doing the best I can on it. I'm stretching it. Ibuprofen. I was on an ibuprofen drip for a couple days. The pain went away, but I still had no strength. So I was doing everything else I could, and a lot of the workouts leading up to it didn't have pull-ups in it, which I thought was strange, but it helped me because of my lat. So cardiovascularly, I'm getting in better shape. Push-ups, air squats, all that stuff's not really going to bother me. The run is going to hurt me. Pull-ups are hard for me because I'm so heavy. If you're talking about doing 100 pull-ups, it's very, very difficult the heavier you are, okay? So, fast forward to Memorial Day weekend, okay? I take Sunday off, okay? Trained almost every day up till that. And the night of, if you've never had a side stitch, some of you guys that played sports, like conditioning, for basketball conditioning, I used to always get a fucking side stitch. It's I believe, I'm not a physical therapist, but I do play one on the internet sometimes. It's your diaphragm starts to contract. Like the muscles around your diaphragm, like because they're weak, because your diaphragm is moving air so fast. It's not used to that. It's called a side stitch. But what you can do is, and our coaches used to tell us this, you can stick your finger in it. If you find it, it hurts like a motherfucker. But if you drive your finger in it, and you can keep going, and you can. I was getting a side stitch when I ran. I would get it some days I wouldn't, which is weird. It's usually a conditioning thing. So as the weeks went on, and I would still get a side stitch every now and then, I'm like, what the fuck? I shouldn't be getting these. All right. So the night before Memorial Day, okay? And I'm nervous, guys. I'm fucking nervous. Like, I want to do this. I want to do pull-ups. So my thought process was I'm going to rest my lat. Then I'm going to get a close grip bar, throw it over the pull-up bar, and do close grip, full extension, all the way up on each side like this, okay? Now, I don't know if I can even do that. I'm going to be fucking devastated if I can't, all right? We're going to get to that. Exactly. So, hold on. Man, dude, when Josh ain't talking, I don't get a chance to drink. All right. So, around midnight on Sunday night, I get a cramp. And it's right where my side stitch cramp is. Like, it's right where I've been sticking my finger for the last month. And I can't get comfortable. I can't relax. Every time I relax and I breathe, it cramps. It spasms. It was like abdominal spasms. It was fucking awful. Okay? And I'm like, Jesus Christ, oh my God. And I'm going, the whole time I'm like, oh my God. This is going to fuck me up all day. Not to mention all night. I didn't care about that. But I'm like, there's no way I can run if this thing's bothering me while I'm trying to sleep. So my wife had bought me this thing called an ISO Right. ISO Right. You can find them on Instagram as well. I think that's where she's seen it at. It's a big plastic U. And it's about this tall, okay, about that wide. And you can just get your abdominal section in. You're not supposed to not, okay? Like, it's supposed to jab you in the side. It's for your psoas muscle. And if you never heard of your psoas, it is, it's caused a lot of people a lot of problems that didn't even know what the fuck it was. It's connected to your abdominal wall and your back. Okay, if that tells you anything. And if it tells you something else, it's extremely hard to get to. My massage therapist, when he releases my psoas, I can't even see his fingers. It's so far in on the wall. And when he catches it, it is like someone's knifing my guts open for a couple seconds. Then it releases. But it's super, super fucking tight in a lot of people. A lot of people think they have back pain. It's not. It's psoas pain. Okay? This thing is amazing. This IsoRite is amazing. It releases that. Well, now this is a little high for my psoas. This was not my psoas, but it did help. It saved me is what it did. So I laid on it. It's like 12:30. I'm down in my basement in a little workout room, and I'm laying on this this IsoRite trying to get this thing loosened up. I do. Take some ibuprofen, go to bed. Okay? Next morning, wake up. It's sore still to this day. It's still sore to the touch, but it wasn't seasoned up. So I'm like, all right, man, I think I'm fucking good. Now, get my fucking vest, get my shit, get my energy drink. Let's fucking Murph, motherfuckers. Let's go. Get to the gym. And I'm like, all right, now it's the test. I throw the pull-up bar over the chin-up bar, the pull-up bar, the close grip, okay, like you would use on a cable roll, okay? I take that bar and I throw it up over, and I get a little block, so I'm not at full extension, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to be at full extension at first, so I warm up. And I'm like, all right, let's bust out a couple of these. Fucking kept my elbows tight, fucking full extension, full up on each side. And, I would go left to right, because your head's going to hit, but you need to get your chin up over the bar to be illegal. Back to Jason's question, but can you do a proper pull-up? Absolutely, I can do a proper pull-up. I did 100 of them. So that was now I'm getting fucking hyped. Like, all right, this is what I wanted. Nothing's going to hold me back now. The run was now what I'm worried about. So what I did was, and this ended up being a mistake, I clocked my run back. I kept a slower pace because I didn't want lactic acid to build up, because when it does, I literally have to walk because I can't raise my feet up because my shins and calves blow up with blood so much. Blood, lactic acid, whatever. So I thought I could be faster by slowing my time down to where that didn't happen, and be faster overall, if that makes sense. Well, part of it worked. My legs felt great. My legs, I was super excited. No lactic acid buildup. No awful burn the first mile. Okay, the first mile, no awful burn. But it took me, it was like 9 minutes. 9-minute mile is not good, guys. Even for a guy my size, it's just not good. So now I'm headed to, and so for full transparency here, I did not do what CrossFitters would call a prescribed workout. I did not do 100 pull-ups in a row. I did not do 200 push-ups in a row. I did not do 300 air squats in a row. That is how you're supposed to do it. I partitioned it off. 5, 10, 15, and I did 20 rounds. Okay, so I did 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats, rinse and repeat 20 times. Then I did my mile run. Now, I did keep some notes. The first 7 evolutions, the first 7 rounds, that 7th round, the burn hit. And when I say burn, I mean like, holy fuck. I mean like acid was injected into my fucking chest, my shoulders, my legs, my lats and biceps were like just on fucking fire. Okay. And I'm like, holy shit. All right. Embrace the fucking suck. No easy day. Let's go. So thank God I had my music on. And I should have made a Murph playlist. I will next year, but I was just using my regular workout playlist, which has got a shit ton of songs on it. But it worked out great because then a song that gets me moving would hit right when I needed it to. So I want to say thanks to fucking Rage, Deftones, System of a Down, Linkin Park. These guys got me fucking through the Murph. So at round 11, and after round 10, I'm like, all right, halfway fucking through. Without the run, halfway through. Okay, so my mind's getting better. Like, I'm on the downhill, kind of. Okay, so around round 11 or 12, I had it wrote down because I was using the chalk to count my rounds, and I would circle it and make a little note before I went to the next evolution. I got like a high. Like, not runner's high, but like my burns went away, song was jamming. Now I'm feeling fucking pumped and fired up. Like, let's fucking go. Let's do this shit. Nothing's going to fucking stop me now. And it didn't. I rolled on through, did my fucking pull-ups. Now, my right bicep to this day still fucking hurts. Like, it's sore. It's so fucking sore because I was using so much of it to get up. Because when you tuck your elbows in like that, you really negate the lat. You start using a lot more erector, a lot more shoulder, a lot more bicep, which those weren't hurt on me. So I'm trying to protect myself. You don't want to be injured doing this, but again, it is about embracing the suck, okay? It's about suffering, all right? So I do all that, okay? Now I'm hitting my run. Man, the run, I was just like, shit, I kind of had some in the tank, and I wish I would have went a little bit faster in my run, and then that way I could have had a better time. My goal was 45 minutes or under, which apparently is a pretty lofty goal for someone's first Murph and someone my size. I was 53:22, which I was happy about, I guess, 'cause it was under an hour. But again, I really wish that I would have, I had, this is what I'm upset about. I had something in the tank, and I won't do that again. I'll go all out and just blow it out first before I end with something still in the tank. But I knew it wasn't a sprint. And you see, this is something that a lot of people don't understand about the fire service too. And I was I can't remember if it was the first take of this show or the second, but in the fire department, you're doing a lot in bursts, and then you do nothing. So you can gather yourself, you can get some breath, you can give your arms, your back, whatever, a break for a few seconds. And sometimes that's all you need. And then bam, you're back to 100% again. So that's the way I was tackling this. I knew it was an endurance event for the most part. So I wanted to pace myself. And again, emotion, I was trying to not get emotional in the beginning because emotion burns out. All right. So like you see a lot of like NFL players and stuff, they're fucking fired up before games, man. They're fucking fired up before games. I played college sports. I'm an emotional person. So what I would try to do is I would try to rein that in, and I would try to draw on my emotion the second half. Or when I start to get tired. That's what gets me over the hump. Okay, then I draw on my anger, or I draw on a good song, or I try to fucking amp myself up. You know what I mean? You've heard me on this show before talk about your bitch voice. Like this motherfucker's in my ear now. It's like, you're fucking tired, man. Dude, you've done enough. It's good. No one's going to say, no one even knows. No one even knows you're doing it. Dude, you can quit right now. Hey, you don't have to do that fucking pull-up over again. No one's watching you. That motherfucker, that little fucking demon bitch that lives in all of us, that tells us these fucking things, and we start to believe it. And then we as human beings, we start to rationalize it. Like go, you know what, man? He's right. Ain't no one gonna fucking see me. I can just go ahead and not do these 10 push-ups. It's not a big deal. Nah, dude. And you know, that might be another one of my favorite things about this workout was no one was there. There were people in the gym, and I had a couple of people even ask me if I was doing the Murph because they seen my plate carrier, so they knew I was probably doing the Murph today. It's Monday. Everybody does the Murph on Monday. Or not everybody. They do it that weekend. And, you know, it didn't even affect me like that. Like, I knew I was proving something to my fucking self. Now, some people need that. Some people need that motivation, cheering you on, whatever. That's great. I actually had a couple of girls come over, ask me if I was doing the Murph. I said yes. And they were like, do you want us to, like, kind of come over and cheer you on? You know, and I'm like, no. God, no. I don't want that, nor do I didn't say I don't want that. I was like, no, that's very sweet, but no, I don't need that. Thank you. And in my head, I'm like, fuck no, I got this. So it was it was a physical challenge. It was a mental challenge. It was an emotional challenge. It was a spiritual challenge for me too. So when we talk on this show about, man, guys, get out there and take up something that you know you're probably not going to be good at and fail. Fucking fail. I'm telling you right now, fucking fail. Nobody gives a fuck. Who cares? There's a great quote by Phil Mickelson. I think he's a golfer. I don't know. I don't watch golf. I like real sports, but I know he's a legend. So I think it was a great story. So they're at a celebrity golf tournament, and they never said who the celebrity's name was, and he's Phil Mickelson, whatever the fuck his name is. Y'all know who I'm talking about. It's his partner, and he's terrible. He's shanking balls. He's in the fucking rough all the time, you know, and he's getting fucking furious. He's throwing his fucking clubs. He's bitching. He's hollering. He's being pissed off. And Phil Mickelson goes, hey, why are you so mad? He goes, it's just I'm playing like shit. I fucking, you know, I'm usually better at this, blah, blah. He goes, son, you're not good enough to get this mad. I fucking love that. On so many levels. Think about it. Son, you ain't good enough to get this mad. Like, if you're a master at your craft and you fuck up, be pissed. Something's wrong. Your head's not right. You need to get your fucking shit together, get squared away, and fucking get back to work the problem. When you're not that good and you fuck up and get pissed, you're just a dumbass. You're not good. Why are you mad? You should be you'd be better off spending that energy reevaluating what you're doing wrong. Ask Phil Mickelson. He's pretty fucking good, I think. Hey, Phil, what am I doing wrong, man? He could probably fix you in a fucking second. But you're too busy being pissed off and emotional and letting that fucking overrule you. Okay? Everybody does it. I'm not saying I don't do it. Again, I'm an emotional person. I get pissed off all the time. But you got to be better. And in doing this type of training, it almost teaches you some mental discipline too. So again, I really think that people getting into stuff and failing is one of the greatest gifts that you can get. Now, am I saying that like you should be okay with failing? Absolutely not. That's ridiculous. No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is get into something, fail, get better. Fail again, get better. Fail again, get better. That's how it works. We all know people that they pick up a golf club and they're fucking Phil Mickelson. Maybe he was. I doubt it. You know, being Tim Ferriss, says it takes 10,000 hours to be world class at something. So swinging a golf club, how long does it take to swing a golf club? Seconds, milliseconds, half seconds, 10,000 hours of that. 10,000 hours of playing golf, swinging a golf club makes you world class. Okay? Now, again, that is the guy that is, he can't do it wrong 10,000 hours. he'd probably have no fucking shoulder or back left because he'd fucked it all up already. But it's getting better. It's learning the proper way to do things, shooting a rifle, transition, pistols, CQB, firefighting, climbing a ladder. So there is a proper way to climb a fucking ladder. And I'm telling you right now, some of the ladders that we climbed in drill school, in the drill academy, if you try to muscle that ladder, I'm a pretty big boy. I was a big boy back then too, pretty strong. Wouldn't have happened. I'd have fallen 7 stories several times. And we had a couple guys fall 7 stories. They didn't die, thank God. The airbag did save them, even though it was only rated at 50 feet. True fucking story. One guy hit head first into a bag from the very top rung at 70 feet. He went head first with gear on, and the bag recoiled so bad. I was on the bag because it was windy that day, so the team that's just got off the ladder holds the bag in place. Thank God, right? It recoiled so bad, it knocked me back about 15 feet. Knocked my helmet off and everything. He was fine. Okay. Shit his pants. For sure, shit his pants. I smelled him when he walked by. He shit his pants. I almost shit my pants. So I'm not judging. I'm just saying, if you muscle those ladders, you're going to go down. Okay? The proper way is you drive with your legs. Your hands and arms are merely levers. Your legs are way more stronger than your arms are. Use that. Okay? Again, you're learning. We're experiencing things. There's a lot of guys that had never, ever climbed a fucking ladder, especially a fixed ladder on a 7-story building before that goes fucking straight up with 20 guys below them that if they fall, they're probably going to kill everybody behind them. So there's a lot going on. All right? But guys did it. We get through it. Budge training, drown proofing, all that stuff. They tie your SCBA hoses in knots, and then you have to fucking take your tank off and get the knots out of your fucking air. So all these things, stress inducers, these are not normal things for normal people. Okay. My challenge to everybody listening is to challenge yourself with something that you're not good at. It didn't have to be dangerous. I'm not saying that. But just challenge yourself with something like me, new training. I'm doing different kind of training. It's still beneficial to me. Thank goodness, knock on wood, I didn't totally hurt myself. I thought I might, but I didn't. I'm really thankful about that. But just better yourself. You know what I mean? So that's enough about me. What you motherfuckers been doing? Nothing. Job good Memorial weekend? Huh? No. You should have. You should have. Audrey said, I literally live by that quote when I'm playing. And that quote was, for those that just tuned in, Phil Mickelson told a guy that was getting all pissed off playing golf, was like, hey, man, you ain't good enough to get mad. Love it. Heard it years ago, never forgot it. And I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, it's perfect. You're not good enough to get this mad. Your energy is better served somewhere else. Because I'm telling you right now, when we let emotion overcome our thought process, again, not talking shit because I do it all the time. I have to talk myself off the ledge all the time. You guys heard the story about, I can say this now, about the mask. The chick at Kroger. There was a young girl at Kroger, didn't have a mask on, and there was a big, fat, sloppy, disgusting lady in front of me with three big, fat, disgusting little kids with a cart full of probably $350 of nothing but carbohydrates, processed foods, and refined sugar. And she wanted to berate this young girl about not wearing a mask and not caring about people's health and safety. And I'm behind her, and I'm going, oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. Don't, Travis. Just don't. I'm doing the Martin Lawrence from Bad Boys, the woo-saw. I'm grabbing my earlobes, and I'm like, oh, God, please Just get paid for your bullshit. Leave, bitch. Quit. Shut up. And she's like acting like she's talking to her kids, but she's not. She wants everybody to fucking hear her because she's virtue signaling, just like most people that wear masks. They're virtue signaling. I'm better than you. Okay? Well, I did good, guys. You'd be proud. I was proud. Fuck, I'm still proud of myself. Then she got to the counter, went to pay for her bullshit, and said, yeah, can I get 2 cartons of Pall Mall menthols? And I lost it. Fucking nuke bomb went off inside my brain. And I was just like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. And she turned around. Excuse me? No, ma'am. There is no excuse for you. Not one whatsoever. I've been sitting here in my mind for the last 10 minutes listening to you rant and rave over this poor girl choosing not to wear a mask because there's a 1.3% mortality rate for her people in her age group that she's choosing not to wear a mask. You don't give a shit about your health. I'm looking at your cart. You're overweight. Your kids are overweight. And you just got cigarettes? Well, excuse me. And I'm like, there you go again. Nope, can't do it, won't do it. You're ridiculous. You're a hypocrite. And, I forget what else she said. And then she leaves. You have a nice day. I'm like, oh, you made my day. I appreciate you. Thank you. You made my day. You're the person. You are most people. You're a hypocrite. Get the fuck out of here. She leaves. So now I'm the big bearded lunatic in the Kroger line. People are, the poor cashier was scared to death to look me in the face. I wasn't mad at anybody but her. So I apologize. I'm like, sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. That's hypocrisy, the epitome of hypocrisy right there. That is the true definition of a hypocrite was that lady. And there was a guy, had a camouflage hat on. He was about 2 people behind me in line. And he goes, hey, man, I'm right there with you. You're exactly right. And I was like, all right, right on, brother. I bought my ding-dongs and I fucking left. I got my can of dip, my ding-dongs, and my beer, and I left. No, I didn't do that. I might have had beer, but, So, anyway, I let emotion govern me was the whole point of that story. So, and sometimes it's a good thing, right? I let emotion get me through the hump on the Murph. All right? Like, when I was dragging, I kind of drew on my emotion. I didn't want to draw on it in the beginning. Emotion burns out. It burns a lot of energy. When you've got energy, you don't want to unnecessarily burn it out. So I held on to it until midway through or until I needed to call on it. And then when I did, it really served me well. So I encourage everybody to try it next year. It really made me feel good. I had some people, a couple guys on the fire department even, said because of me and another guy that was doing the Murph had inspired them and they were going to try it. And they really hadn't even been training. So I know how fucking hard that was for them. So, but hey man, again, they finished it. They're better for it. And that's kind of my point, is just be better. It's all right. No one's going to make fun of you. Well, I might. I don't know. If you work in the fire department, you'll probably get made fun of for less shit. So, but yeah, so, all right. The new setup, Streamlabs. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Go back to StreamYard. What are we doing? You guys tell me. Come on now. You guys tell me. I don't know. I will tell you this. The chat is kind of fucked up. And I'll tell you why. There it is. All right. Put a mask on that. There we go. Okay. So, hey, the multi-stream's working now. The multi-stream chat is just finally started working. I see Brandon Hawkins. What's up, brother? Steve Nichols. Okay, man, good deal. Glad you guys are here. Whatever you did tonight seemed like it worked better than StreamYard. Awesome. That's what I need to hear, Neil. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's good to know, guys. We're trying to. So real quick, Josh and I are still finding our voice, and I think the new format is going to be conducive for both of us. I mean, that's me and Josh we would hang out at the firehouse and we would fucking, talk to everybody and we're drinking coffee and just talking about crazy dumb shit. So it's a good setting, and we really want to deliver a portion of that to you guys. All right, hey Brandon, appreciate that, brother. Thank you, sir. He's like, what's up, brother? Keep that shit going. As long as it works better with you and Josh on it too, it should be better. Yeah, I believe so. There was an issue with me, so I'm not on Zoom tonight. I usually use Zoom. I'm not on Zoom tonight. Zoom is a meeting software that I bring into OBS to open up Josh and I's cameras. It wouldn't connect to my microphone tonight. And in past nights where Josh and I were testing this, it wouldn't connect to his. So there's an issue there. I've got to figure that out, but I will. And for you guys that were with us or waiting for the show the night that we couldn't go live because it wouldn't go live, OBS wouldn't go live for us, my account was hooked to another account, and it was trying to bring up both accounts for some reason. The guy in support said he'd never seen it before, but he separated the accounts, and it should work, and it did. So Streamlabs OBS their support is already 100 times better than StreamYard's support. And let me tell you this, when you go to buy services, and then you read reviews, be careful. You need to find one or two places you go for reviews that you trust, because a lot of that shit is bought and paid for. I'm a firm believer in that. You will find a million people that talk how great StreamYard is. It's bullshit. I've talked to more people that had issues with StreamYard than not. So it can't be just me. So just saying, just be weary. Hey, the media's evil, right? We all know that. Sounds great. It paused for a couple seconds every minute or two, but great. Okay. Now I did mess with the settings after the first take of this show, so I'm hoping I got the settings correct. And for you people on audio version of this, you're probably like, I don't give a fuck. What the fuck? Fuck your live show, man. I listen to your dumb ass when I cut the grass. That's cool too. We appreciate that. And like I said, we'll have Josh back next week, so I'm sure he'll have more tiger knowledge and bear knowledge to instow upon you guys, because he is the fucking bear whisperer apparently. I caught a bunch of shit because I didn't know the difference between a grizzly bear and a black bear. They're like snakes to me. Okay, if I see a fucking bear, I'm not gonna go, that there's black bear, that won't hurt me. I'm gonna be like, holy shit, it's a polar bear. It's the apex motherfucking predator on this planet. I'm fucking out of here. I'm going to go grab my fucking 300. So, yeah. Fuck that. It's like snakes. Snakes are fucking the devil. Audio's fucking solid on FB Charlie Mike. Yes, sir. Continue mission. I definitely will. Thanks for that, guys. Good deal, man. Well, I'm fucking pumped. Now we're getting that fucking bullshit figured out. Now we just got to get Josh here and figure out the shit we're going to talk about. No, it's, again, like I said, guys, the format going forward is just going to be us bringing up subjects that we would at the coffee table at the firehouse. That's it. That's all the show's going to be. Wait until Travis discovers that Kodiak bears exist. Kodiak, that's dip. I know Kodiak bears. That's a dip. Like, they named a bear after a dip? Well, that's fucking weird. Must be some good dip. I've never dipped, by the way. I did. I take that back. So, funny story. Not so funny, really. But I'm going to tell you anyway. 14, had to be 14. I was under 16. Carl Casper Car Show. If you live in Louisville, Kentucky, and you were a kid, you went to the Carl Casper Car Show. Hopefully you had some cool parents that drop you off and kind of leave you and come pick you up. That's kind of what I had. So, and everybody, we were going to dip. We were going to be cool, dip. Skull Bandits. You got to be old to remember Skull Bandits. They were tobacco in a pouch. I think that's how they marketed it. The tobacco in a pouch. It's pretty fucking nifty, right? Still remember to this day. So, you put the pouch in your lip, whatever. You look stupid, but we don't care. We're cool. We're doing tobacco. We shouldn't be. We're underage. If I was probably the color of my shirt right now. Like, baby shit green. It was disgusting. Like, I wanted to die. I didn't swallow it. It was just fucking tobacco. Like, it kicked my fucking ass. And I told myself, nope, never fucking again. Now I smoke cigars, but I'm not fucking dipping ever again. But, oh, my God, if I had a nickel for every time when I rode the med unit, we used to have to ride med units when we were on the fire department, ambulances. And if you were on an ambulance, what a lot of people don't understand is you really can't go anywhere when you're at the firehouse. I mean, you can get out and ride around your district. So if you happen to have like a convenience store or something in your district, that's great. Or a Kroger or whatever. But say it's 1 o'clock in the morning and you're on an ambulance with a guy and he wants a fucking can of dip. Dude, if I had a nickel for every time I had to go get a fucking can of Kodiak or Copenhagen. Kodiak or Copenhagen. It was either one or the other. Fucking ridiculous. But I never got into it, man. Never got into smoking, never got into tobacco. And then I discovered cigars about 5 years ago, I guess. And now I have a fucking room over there with, 350 humidor that's regulated. Like it's got to be a certain temperature. I don't want to fuck my cigars up. So, yeah. So to answer some of y'all's questions, like someone asked me the other day, do you eat bad? I'm like, fuck yeah, I eat bad. What are you talking about? I love fucking food. I love to cook. I love food, man. I love fucking tacos. I make tacos tonight. I can eat fucking tacos every fucking day. Tacos. I can eat tacos and nachos every fucking day. I love that shit. So, yeah, I eat bad. Do I drink? Fuck yeah, I drink. I drink bourbon. And an occasional seltzer. Hey, I do. Fuck it. I don't care. Dude, I'm almost 50. When you're almost 50, you don't give a fuck. Like, beer bloats me. I like beer. Don't get me wrong. I'll drink beer. But, I keep seltzers at home. Red, white, and blues. Smirnoff, red, white, and blues. So only seltzer I'll drink. Unless I'm drunk, then I'll drink anything. Literally anything. I'm drinking margarita tonight. Let's margarita, baby. Cheers. Skull, motherfuckers. Ah, my God, it's delicious. Yeah, Dave, red, white, and blues, baby. And you know what? It don't hurt that it's the red, white, and motherfucking blue. You know what I'm saying? If that motherfucker had 50 stars on it, be fucking the shit. But anyway, yeah, no, I like them. They're good. They're not sweet. There's no sugar in them. Very few calories. You can drink 12 and still function the next day, or I can most of the time. And I don't get the fucking death headache that I get when I drink tequila or bourbon, because I'm really, really prone to getting dehydrated. And like the headache is like, it feels like a fucking monkey doing open brain surgery on me. Like, fuck. Jesus Christ, I gotta get rid of this fucking headache. So that helps me and not get a headache, which is really fucking nice too. So for you guys listening audio wise, this is it. This is the show. See, so like y'all are talking, and I'm answering, and so let me ask you this: did any of you all do the Murph this weekend? I'll ask you that. Since y'all are asking me shit, I feel like I need to ask you something, because that's how conversations work, right? Especially when you don't have a fucking co-host. The chat is always my co-host. I've said that for fucking years on all the other shows I did. So the chat is always my co-host. So Mike, what's up, Mike? What you doing, buddy? What was that drink you drank with Mountain Dew or Big Red? I can't remember the liquor you mixed with it. Oh, my God. So what you all don't realize is me and Mike Harshfield go back years. And I'm talking 30 years, Mike. At least 25, 26 years. That was Slow Gin and Mountain Dew. Slow Gin and Mountain Dew is what that was. And so for some of y'all that don't know, I didn't drink. I never drank in high school. Couldn't have told you what a beer tastes like. When I got to college, I was in college for some other things. Then I went and did some other stuff. And when I was doing other stuff, there was a guy that said, "Hey, you don't drink?" And I'm like, "Nah." I was like, I don't like the sound of it. Or I don't like the taste of it. He goes, "You drinking the wrong stuff, son." He goes, "I'm going to hook you up. Slow Gin and Mountain Dew." And it's dude, right now, to even think about drinking it would make me fucking sick. You could pay me $100. I wouldn't even take a drink of it. It was so sweet and syrupy. But at the time, I was like, this is alcohol? You're crazy. It tastes delicious. And then I'm like, grr. So, I mean, like one big drink, and I was fucked up. We were playing sand volleyball. I'll never forget it. We were playing sand volleyball, and I'm drinking this fucking shit, and I could barely stand up. So that was my drink for a long time. It's so bad. Jesus Christ. And I used to drink Colt 45 and Old English. Loved malt liquor. Loved it. Like, loved malt liquor. Didn't even want regular beer. I thought regular beer was disgusting. Malt liquor was where it was fucking at, dude. And you could get 64 ounces of Old English for 98 cents. Back then. 64 ounces. And I remember the Old English. None of you young motherfuckers remember this shit. I remember the Old English 64 that didn't have the finger thing on it. Like, later years, they come out with this little finger holder. Fuck that. I had a broken arm. I had broken my wrist and was in a cast for like 3 months. I had to do a lot of shit left-handed. I drank my old E64, grab it by the neck, and take my cast and spot myself and drink. It was hardcore back in. Now I drink fucking fruity margarita shit and seltzers. I do drink bourbon. I like bourbon. It just fucking hurts me the next day. And I want to work out. So that's fucking, kind of a catch-22. Slow Gin Fizz. That's it, brother. What the fuck? I'll never look at you the same. I'll bring you some fucking umbrellas to put in your horn. I'm going to get one. Oh my God, Brandon, I'm going to get a fucking umbrella and put it in here just for fucking you, bro. To honor you, brother. Oh, Slow Gin. Oh my God, I think I just threw up my mouth a bit. Yes, me too. Me just talking about that drink made me throw up. But to honor him, that is awesome. You know what? I might make I bet you can't even fucking find that shit anymore. So let me tell you a drink that I like. Dude, we're getting off on a fucking tangent, man. This is like the Firehouse. You guys are great, man. You're doing a fucking great job. You're all better than Josh already. I'm hiring you. Josh is out of here. Is Mezcal. Now, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Mezcal. There's going to be a lot of people that say Mezcal is poor man's tequila. It could not be further from the fucking truth. Mezcal is the agave plant, but it goes through a different process than tequila does. And it's smoky. It is so fucking smoky. Next time you go to a Mexican restaurant, ask if they have Mezcal. Instead of getting tequila in your margarita, have them put a shot or 2 ounces of Mezcal in it. I guarantee you, you will fucking thank me. You will thank me. And we're going to call it the Alpha Bro Margarita, all right? Because it's smoky, so it's fire-ish, blah, blah, blah. All right, Mezcal Margarita. I'm telling you guys, the next time you go, now a lot of restaurants don't have it. A lot of Mexican restaurants don't have Mezcal, which blows me the fuck away. But, man, I'm telling you what, Casamigos, which is George Clooney, I know he's liberal fucktard, but, hey, he does make a really, really good Mezcal. Toby Keith's Mezcal is garbage, but it's still Mezcal. Mezcal's kind of like ass. Even the worst ass you ever had was the best ass you ever had. So, Mezcal. Trust me, you're going to love it. Robbie, I'm married already, buddy. You're 12 and a half years too late. Or I'd have married you. Trust me. What's great? Mezcal margaritas, Audrey? Have you ever had one? You might have had them here. I'll make them here sometimes. My brother, who lived out west for a while, he is a big tequila guy. And I'm like, dude, you ever had mezcal? He's like, mezcal's garbage. And I'm like, I disagree. So I made him mezcal margarita here. And all I use is a little bit of sweet and sour, lime juice, and mezcal and ice. And that's it. And a little bit of bitters. That's all I use in mine. And I shake it real well. Anything. So for you starting bartenders, or if you're an alcoholic, anything you ever mix with milk or fruit juice, you should definitely always shake it. Always shake it before you serve it because of the oxidation. It releases all the flavor, the aroma, the oils, and all that shit. Our friend's wine shop has over 30 mezcals. I bet you're fucking kidding me. Dude, might have to have you hook me up. Might have to have you hook me up, man, because it's hard as shit to get here. Me and my wife went to a liquor barn here one day, and I every time I go somewhere, I just see if they have it. Liquor barn on Fern Valley, which for you guys in Louisville, you'll know it's a fucking big ass liquor store. Didn't have a fucking bottle of it. And I'm like, I asked the guy, I said, hey man, where y'all hide your mezcal at? And I knew they would probably only have a couple brands. He's like, yeah, man, we ain't hiding it. We don't carry it anymore. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? He goes, I know, man. He goes, we just don't carry it anymore. So a lot of people don't, I've never, So Steve says, never heard of it. Mezcal. Yeah, man, mezcal. Dude, it's fantastic. Again, made from the agave plant. It's not aged like, if you want to compare it to something, I guess it'd be compared more to a rye whiskey than a bourbon, like a bourbon that's been aged 7 years. Where agave plants are aged in barrels and stuff to make tequila. Mezcal's not, but that agave plant has this, it's got this smokiness, man, that you can't fucking find anywhere. I've seen cocktails that are made with mezcal that it's a spray, and like the bartender will spray the glass a couple times with it looks like a fucking perfume spray. Psh, psh. And then they'll mix it, and I'm like, hey, where's the mezcal at? And they're like, oh, it's the spray. And the smokiness. Like, if you like smoked food, trust me. If you like smoked food, you're going to love smoked cocktails. There's a smoked old-fashioned, which is my drink of choice. I love old-fashioned. Old-fashioned is one of my favorite drinks, like cocktail drinks. But there's a smoked old-fashioned now that they make with mezcal instead of bourbon. It's fantastic. So yeah, try it out. You'll like it. I think a lot of you guys would like it. It's blowing up as a category, just like gin right now. That's true. Gin is very, very, very popular right now. Can't stand it. It's like I've tried brandy and cognac. I've got so many buddies that are like, oh, you're a bourbon drinker. You're going to love this cognac. Negative. That is incorrect, sir. I will not like your fucking cognac. I'm not even going to waste it because I will not drink it. How do you make the margarita again? It's shit. I don't know how many ounces. I'd have to, it depends. I just eyeball it. So, I'm an alcoholic, so I eyeball shit. But it's sweet and sour, lime juice. If you can get real lime juice, it's a lot easier to make than the concentrated lime juice that you get at Kroger. So if you can juice limes, that's the best way to do it. That's the way I usually try to do it. And mezcal and bitters, just a few dashes of bitters. Depending on if you're making a pitcher or a drink or like a Ninja blender, that's usually why I make mine in like a Ninja blender. No way. Cognac is to bourbon what Irish whiskey is to true Scotch whiskey. Cognac is to bourbon what Irish whiskey is to true Scotch whiskey. See, I do like Irish whiskeys. I like Jameson. Bushmill is probably my favorite Irish whiskey. But I don't like cognacs. I've had apparently some high dollar cognacs that if they weren't looking at me drinking it, I'd have poured it out when they turned their back and been like, man, that was delicious. You know, we want another one? Fuck no. I'd rather eat your fucking asshole out than have another fucking cognac. No. So I like, I do like, so you say Scotch whiskey is it round number 12? Is that more of a Scotch whiskey? Which you may know, Jason, because I know you're an alcoholic too. So this is an alcoholic conversation for y'all if you don't know. But I feel like there's an Irish. People think that it's an Irish whiskey, but it's actually a Scotch whiskey, and it may be Jameson. It's not Jameson. Is it Jameson? That's more of a Scotch whiskey. There was a guy at St. Patty's Day and over in Indiana that was telling us. Dave, you was there. I don't know if you remember that conversation or not, but he was like, "Yeah, it's actually not an Irish whiskey. It's made in Scotland." And we were like, "What the fuck? Shut up, man." We were being all fucking Southern and shit. But take 2 bottles, one in each hand, and pour until cup is full. Fucking drinking umbrella option. Yes. Hold a motherfucker upside down. Take sweet and sour and tequila and just fucking pour it in his mouth. That's a fucking margarita. That's a man's margarita. Yeah, I don't remember shit. Well, I know you don't remember shit, motherfucker. I was with you. Neither one of us remember too much. Do you remember the old man that we're gonna get off on a fucking tangent? We can't do that. We can't sit there and talk about stories that no one else knows about. Yeah, but no, I do like my bourbon. I do love bourbon. It's and I like bourbon with cigars. So really, really quick. People ask me all the time, they're like, "Man, how'd you get to fucking smoking cigars?" People have known me a long time. Like, this is new for me. This is a new vice that I picked up. Fucking oorah me, right? So, I was Googling. I was Googling with my umbrella and my drink. I was Googling something. It was awesome. That was for you, Robbie. I was Googling pairings, bourbon and cigar pairings. So there's a bourbon smoke or cigar bar over in Indiana that I like to go to called Match. And they actually had the cigar and the bourbon that was in this magazine. So I tried them. It was Arturo Fuente Double Robusto. It's a very, very hard cigar to find. It's a little expensive. And Four Roses small batch. Now, I'm not a Four Roses fan. Four Roses is hot, spicy to me. Don't like it. But here's what the reviewer said. The whiskey or the bourbon gets smooth and the cigar starts to taste like candy. And I was like, I'm going to try this just so when he's wrong, I'm going to email this motherfucker and tell him he's a fucking retard. Okay? He was fucking right. Like, I'm like, trying to be cool, and I'm like, oh my God, this is fucking peanut butter and jelly. This is fucking chocolate and fucking chocolate ice cream and birthday cake. I mean, it was just fucking amazing. Been a cigar smoker ever since. Yeah, the Double Robusto is the cigar that got me smoking cigars. Well, I say it's my favorite now. I won't say it's my favorite now because my taste has changed a little bit as I smoke more cigars. And I'm no aficionado by any means, but I just know what I fucking like, right? Everybody should know what they like. Don't ever let a motherfucker tell you, oh my God, this is good, you should like this. I'll be like, oh my God, I'm going to try it. Oh my God, this fucking sucks. You know what I mean? Like, I'll try it. If you want to endorse it, I'll try it. But I'm not going to say I like it if I don't like it. Everybody should just like what they like, I'm not the person to ask about Scotch whiskey because I drank Islay. It is like licking the moss of a stone and smoke. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means, but it sounds disgusting. I don't think that doesn't sound good. I will try anything. I've tried gin called Bertha's Revenge. They literally made it from fucking whey instead of grain. Wow. The Hemingways. Yeah, okay. The Hemingways are good. So like on that topic of cigars. So cigars. Olivia, however you want to say it. Cohiba, CAO. Okay, these are all like, if you go to Cigar Aficionado, which I get once a month, of course I do. They have a top 10, cigars of the year or whatever. You're going to find Olivia's, CAOs, all these types of cigars in their top 10, top 20 all the time because they're great. I can't fucking stand them. I mean, I've tried, and it's just fucking not good. I haven't found one I liked. Olivia makes a shit ton of cigars. They're just not good to me. What is the cigar you smoked at the track? It was badass. Yeah. That was, what did I smoke at the track? Was it a factory? I'm a big Drew Estates fan. That was a Tabak Especial that I smoked at the track. And they're coffee flavored, but they're not. So when I say coffee flavored, people automatically think that they're artificially flavored. That is not the case. Cigars and cigarettes are fucking night and day. And this is why. I'm not saying they both won't give you cancer, because they both fucking most definitely will. All right. But a cigar, a good handmade premium cigar, is as natural as anything you'll ever put in your mouth. Pretty much. Okay. The coffee flavored ones, they have been, the tobacco leaf itself has been basically seeped in coffee grounds, coffee solution, a coffee sludge to give it that coffee flavor. Okay. So there's nothing artificial about these cigars. You know what? It wasn't a Tabak Especial, Audrey. It was a Fat Bottom Betty. Fat Bottom Betties everybody that I know, I've gotten a lot of people smoking cigars. I'm not saying they still smoke cigars. I'm saying I've gotten a lot of people to enjoy cigars that have said they've never enjoyed cigars before. It's because they've been smoking the wrong cigars. Someone gave them a fucking Olivia or a CAO and said, this is a good cigar. And they went, God damn, this is good as fucking shit. I give them a fucking Fat Bottom Betty by Drew Estates. Deadwood cigars, actually, but it's still made by Drew Estates. Yet to have anybody go, this sucks. Or, yeah, man, I'm just not a cigar guy. They all go, holy fuck, I've been smoking the wrong cigars. Yes, you have. So that's what I'm saying. Don't let anyone, the ones wrapped in the leaf. Yeah, that is a Hernando Venezuela cigar. I went to an event, Derby week, actually the week of Thurby, at a place called Leaf and Cedar here in Louisville. And he had a bunch of his cigars there, and it was so cool. This cigar is wrapped in an actual tobacco leaf, a dried tobacco leaf. Instead of being wrapped in plastic, it's actually wrapped in a fucking leaf. It's so cool. It's a heavy, 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 heavy smoke, though. See, I like the flavored coffee cigars, and I like the ones that fucking punch you in the fucking mouth. Alec Bradley cigars are notorious for that. Alec Bradley had an interview in a Cigar Aficionado magazine, and he said, when I make a cigar, I want people to know they're smoking a cigar. And it was fucking badass. And I'm like, fuck yeah, you do. I mean, the Decade, that's a Rocky Patel. I like Rocky Patel cigars too. But Alec Bradley, he makes some fucking great, great, great smokes. I fucking love them. Yes, Dave, it did look like a dog turd. Like, if you looked at that, you would be like, someone just pooped. Like, if you laid that on someone's, like, table, like, where they're about to eat, someone would thought a dog got up there and shit a big old fucking turd. Keep all the natural in your mouth to yourself, brother. Some shit needs to be kept to yourself. Don't ask, don't tell. Fucking copy that. You're absolutely right. Well, so you'll love this conversation then, Brandon. So I did a video on how to properly cut and light your cigars. So you have a room that is set as a humidor or a cabinet. I have a cabinet set at 64 degree or 64% humidity. Is what my cabinet is. So I did a video on how to properly cut and light your cigar for Derby Week, because a lot of people fuck it up. I can't tell you how many people I watch smoke their cigar and they go, and fucking tobacco's just coming out. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, how'd you cut that thing? There's a cap on the end. So if you don't know, you don't know. But this is the reason I want to do the video. So I did the video. So people were asking me about sizes, like, because, you know, cigars come in all kinds of different sizes. What size is best? There is no size that's best. It's like titties. It's like you love titties, and like there's great small titties, there's great little bitty titties, there's great big fat titties, there's great fake titties. I mean, like, it's like titties. That's why I say it's like titties. Because you could say it's like something else that goes in your mouth. But that's again, don't ask, don't tell. But that is the essence of picking a size. It's whatever feels comfortable in your mouth. I like a box press. Some people don't. I like a Robusto. I like a Toro. I like a big fat cigar in my mouth. You know, take it for what you fucking want. I'm not going to smoke no fucking cigarello, you know, where I look like a fucking James Bond villain. I'm not going to do that. I want the goddamn Arnold Schwarzenegger fucking Predator. CIA got you pushing too many pencils, Dylan. You know, like, you know, there's my impersonation. I ain't done one in a long time. I used to do them all the time on my other show. That was probably the worst Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation ever. Yeah, Travis King says the bigger the better. I agree. I've got an 880 in there. Now, if you all don't know what an 880 is, that's a fucking mammoth cigar. Like, you're smoking it like this. I mean, like, literally, like Mandingo in your motherfucking mouth. That's how big this fucking cigar is. About 3 years ago, I had a 770, which is a fucking huge cigar, at the track on Thurby. Thurby is the Thursday before Derby. For you guys that don't know, don't live in Louisville. And it's like a lot of locals. It's fucking packed. And when the weather's nice, it's a fucking great fucking fun time. And I had a 770 Lunatic. Can't remember who makes Lunatic. Might be Blue Line. But it's a Lunatic. Good cigar. They make them huge. So I'm smoking this thing, and I bet if I had a pocket full of 10 of them and I sold them for $30 a piece, I'd have sold every one in 10 minutes. Every dude was coming up to me. Hey, man, where'd you get that? Hey, man, where'd you get that? Man, you got any more? Where'd you get that? I'm like, nah, man, I brought this fucking shit from home, dude. You ain't gonna get no fucking cigar like this here. And if you did, you're gonna pay $100 for the motherfucker. So, you know, I like big cigars. So, you know what? I'm gonna smoke at 880 today. So if you smoke an 880 or a 770, fucking carve out some time in your day. Like Travis, you know, Travis is a tattoo artist here at Prophecy Inc. in Louisville. The best tattoo artist at the best tattoo shop in Louisville, bar none. So if you're looking to get a tattoo, that's the man you need to see. That's the shop you need to go to. All right. Travis, you know, Travis knows me well. So we sat in a chair for 4 hours. We be smoking at 880 for fucking 4 hours. Me and him, at the end of 4 hours with us talking to each other, we might still have about that much left after fucking 4 hours. So carve out some time if you're going to smoke a big stick like that. And so the number one rule, guys, of smoking a cigar, I fucking can't believe I'm just now saying this. Do not, for the love of God, do not inhale the motherfucker. Do not inhale a cigar. You do not inhale a cigar. You do not have to inhale a cigar. They're not meant to be inhaled. Okay? You get the flavor. You can retrohale, which is kind of like getting a little bit, blowing it out your nose. You get some other flavor notes. But other than that, you do not inhale a fucking cigar. Okay? So don't do that. You'll be sick as a fucking dog and never want another one. Trust me. But thank you, Debo. Debo just put up the video. And by the way, in that video, I was fucking smoked. Margaritas. I believe I was drinking margarita in that fucking video. And that's another thing, guys. When you find a cigar, find something that you like to drink with it. A lot of guys like Sunkissed. Like, don't know why. I've yet to try it. Big Red and Sunkissed. I guess the citrus with some leathery, more peppery type of cigars goes better. I don't know. I'm not a big pepper fan when it comes to cigars, or leather for that matter, but I know a lot of people are. So maybe the sweetness, the balance, the contrast, I don't know. But I will tell you this is no fucking shit. If you do end up smoking a cigar anytime soon, have a piece of if you like dark chocolate or milk chocolate for that matter, Dark chocolate's my shit. Get a piece of dark chocolate. You don't have to eat the whole fucking thing. Just take a bite of dark chocolate after you smoke a cigar. You're liable to come in your pants. I'm serious. It is going to be the best fucking piece of chocolate. Like Willy Wonka can suck your dick. This is going to be the best fucking piece of chocolate you've ever had in your life. I don't know what it is about chocolate and cigars, but it's when the cigar's done, don't do it at the same time. That's gross. When it's done, go get you a fucking piece of chocolate. You'll fucking thank me later. But he's so booked, the Norms can't even get in to see him. Hey, I can't even get in to see him. I've been waiting fucking 6 months. So yeah, hey, the bet. So good tattoos ain't cheap and cheap tattoos ain't good. And if you can walk into a shop and get a tattoo artist, you might should have waited. So, you know what I mean? Hey, you want the best, you got to wait. That's the way it is. Oh, dude, yeah, Trav, man, dark chocolate, dude. Dude, man, you need to smoke cigars. What the hell, man? When I come for my appointment, we're gonna smoke some cigars, man. I'll bring you a couple. Hey guys, we went an hour and fucking 22 minutes. What the hell, dude? Josh is so gone. He's out of here. He's fucking gone. He's fucking excommunicado motherfucking Kato. You know what I'm saying? He is. We're fucking exfilling him the fuck out of here. You guys were fantastic tonight. And, I'll be honest, I was a little worried because, again, didn't get to show up till late, didn't know I was going to do one. And you guys fucking came in fucking hardcore and saved it. You saved it. This is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of shit that happens at the firehouse. This is it. Guys come in, we drink coffee, whatever, because we can't drink beer. We probably drink beer, smoke cigars, or whatever, do dip. They do dip still. I can't say they don't. But, and we sit around and shoot shit, man. And it's all cool. It's all good. Everybody here is friends. And so, my takeaways tonight. Glad you guys like the new format. Glad that Streamlabs cooperated. That was fucking a butchering job, if I'll ever say so. Cooperated tonight with the stream. Very, very happy about that. Very happy you guys showed up. Thank you again so much for that. And we'll have Josh back next week, and we'll give you a little bit more of this with he and I. So please tune in next week, and you guys can do exactly what you fucking did tonight. Do exactly what you did tonight. Ask questions, interject, talk to each other. It's fantastic, man. I fucking love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, what I'm going to ask you guys to do for me, if you know somebody you think might like the content of this show, just send them a link. Just send them a link to the iTunes, to Anchor. If you are on iTunes or Anchor, if you could leave us a 5-star review, that'd be fucking fantastic. What that does is, in the SEO, the algorithm that they use, when people are Googling stuff like that pertains to this show, it's going to pop up like firefighting, cigars, alpha, manliness, CrossFit, I don't know, tigers, bear experts, your shit like that. It's going to pop for them. So, and thank you, Debo. Debo, the best fucking hype man anybody can have. He has gave all the links in the chat. So you want to click on those links, follow social media. That'd be great too. Subscribe. If you're on Twitch, please hit the subscribe button. If you're on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, click that notification. That way you know every time I post, which I'm not going to blow up your timeline, I fucking promise. And you'll know every time I go live. Guys, y'all were fucking fantastic tonight. Thank you again so much for tuning in. Hope everybody had a safe and very productive Memorial Day weekend. I hope everybody remembers why we have Memorial Day. Again, thank you guys for listening to my Murph story. It was a fantastic experience. I recommend everybody to do something like that. Go out there and fucking fail, man. Go out there and do something and fucking fail. Get better, fail again until you fucking get it right. With that, guys, I'm going to cut out of here. You're all fantastic as usual. Thanks a lot. Be safe. And remember, guys, always